I'm not being biased when I say this, but and I'm not comparing, because when I go to concerts, I don't go in expecting all the wheels and thrills and stuff like that. I go because I'm a big fan of music, and I'm a big fan of artists, and I love live performances. So I go to concerts for that reason. I go to a lot of concerts, yes. I don't compare when I go. I go just genuinely as a fan, and I want to have a good time. Okay, so with all that being said, I was bored.
At the concert?
I was bored at the concert, yeah.
Man, get out of here.
Yeah, I was bored. And that's not something that I say. So, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't expecting all the razzle dazzle, this, that, and the third, or something like that, but it was like, it did feel rushed a bit. It felt like she went, because she goes to concerts, so it felt like she was picking from this, that, and the third, and was just like, oh, I like this over here in this concert, let me put that in here. I like that in that concert, let me put that in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She had a mute challenge. Why are we doing a mute challenge? I didn't even know she had a mute challenge until the next day.
What is a mute challenge?
Okay, so back when Beyonce did the Renaissance tour, when she came to Arrowhead, that tour, she had this song called Energy, where she was like, everybody on mute, and then we were quiet, and like she gave like the winner to between the cities or whatever, whoever could be quiet for this part. Yeah, so I don't know why Cardi thought that she could do that, but she did. Apparently she gave an announcement. I could barely hear her. So I heard her say something about Detroit, but I thought she was talking about like the outfits or whatever, but apparently she was talking about how Detroit won the mute challenge or whatever. But Cardi got this song where she's taking shots at Bia, and she was like, she was like, gun to your head, name 5 Bia songs. Pal, you dead. Like, that's, I didn't say the lyric verbatim, but that's basically what she's saying in the lyric, right? So this is what she chose to do her mute challenge on. So, gun to your head, name 5 Bia songs, and then it was quiet. I thought that it was extended because she was trying to be funny. But no, apparently it was extended because it was a mute challenge. But like I said, I didn't know it was a mute challenge or whatever. So yeah. Then she did the Pal You Did. And of course we don't know how to shut up, so we didn't win.
Of course, like Kansas City is never gonna win a mute challenge.
Yeah, but I will say this: Beyonce said that we won the mute challenge.
Beyonce probably said everybody won the mute challenge.
I think she probably did too. You know, being an adult is realizing that maybe we didn't win that mute challenge. But yeah, so why are we doing the mute challenge? That's stupid. So another thing, she had us wear themed attire, which a lot of people showed up and showed out with the theme. But this is fourth. This is the 4th concert I've been to where we had to wear theme. Well, we didn't have to, but it was cool to participate in the theme. You know, I've been to 2 Beyonce concerts where we did a theme. I went to Brandy and Monica where we did the theme. And so now Cardi, we did the theme. And I participated in the theme all times. But the theme gotta make sense for the concert.
What was the theme?
The theme was like schoolgirl attire.
Gotcha.
So like Clueless, you know, or like Charm School, you know, like uniform type attire, like plaid, the button-up shirt, you know, what is it, houndstooth. Like my outfit was all houndstooth, and I wore pearls, so I was in theme, but yeah.
Excuse me, you said you wore pearls?
Yeah, I wore pearls, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying the first time you said that, you didn't say it.
What did I say?
I don't know, man. You held that middle part like you was from St. Louis. I wore pearls. I'm like, I don't know. You wore what?
Right? Pearls. So yeah, I you know, I dressed in theme or whatever, and a lot of people dressed in theme. Now a lot of them went to a slutty charm school. And a lot of them went to a high value charm school. So, yeah. So that was that. But it made no sense on why we were doing this thing. Then she had a moment where she was like wearing something that had plaid in it. And something that was supposed to be a skirt, but then it was only in the front, and her whole ass was out.
Of course.
Yeah. So, and then she wore a hat that matched the skirt, and the skirt matched the boots. So, but I still don't understand why we were doing a schoolgirl thing. Like, yeah. So that's that. Cardi can't dance. But we kind of went into it knowing that she can't dance. So, which is so wild because she was a stripper.
Well, strippers technically don't have to dance.
Well, yeah, that's true. They just shake ass. And speaking of ass, we all know that Cardi got her ass done way before she was like this worldwide sensation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she has had 4 kids. She needs to get her ass redone. Just being real. She needs to get her ass redone.
It looked like that?
Yeah. Oh, wow. So, wow, why is my life being flagged for harassment and bullying?
Because you said that she needed to get her booty done.
I guess it's some Cardi haters. I don't know. But it gave a summary, or no, I'm not being a hater, but some people hating on me because I'm telling the truth about Cardi, I guess.
Mm.
But, yeah, because it gave an AI summary, and it says discussing the Cardi B concert and its mute challenge. Share your thoughts. And I guess that has brought people on to get mad and flag my live. Yeah, and then it says discussing a Little Miss Drama tour and a Kansas City concert.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell the truth. You know, I'm gonna tell the truth. So they can get mad all they want, but yeah. So yeah, yeah, she need to get it redone. And that's not shaming or nothing like that. It's just being real. Cause you know, they only last for so long that to where you gotta get it redone. And yeah. She did this one part where she clapped her ass and I didn't hear it. They didn't even put no microphone to her ass, so it was just like, okay. She just was making the movement. But hey, you know, if that's what you like, that's what you like. So the worst part.
Okay, so you didn't say all this, and that wasn't even the worst part.
It was not the worst part. Okay, so the worst part.